and he captures back-to-back titles and captures a sixth ring, surpassing Kobe and Tim Duncan and tying Michael Jordan. How should we view him then, Charles?
He would if he wins back-to-back championships and walk away this thing at 44, 45. I'll say something I ain't never said before. This dude, I think I just saw the greatest basketball player ever.
Affectionately known as Sir Charles, one of the greatest players in NBA history, 75th anniversary team, Hall of Famer, Olympic gold medalist, original Dream Team, basketball analyst extraordinaire, formerly of TNT, always for TNT, obviously with what they meant to his career, now here with the family at ESPN, the one and only Charles Barkley. What's going on, big boy? How you doing, man? How's everything?
I was good till y'all ruined my damn day. I was heading to the damn golf course. I had to turn around because this doofus make his announcement. Man, don't interrupt my damn summer schedule. I'm playing golf every day this week. And now y'all piss me off on a Friday. It's the weekend. And I got to talk about this thing. So now I'm not happy right now, Stephen A.
Well, good. I like you when you're not happy because you go off. I like that. Let me ask you this. Your initial reaction upon hearing the news that LeBron James is going to Philly?
Shocked. Because I wanted him to go back to Cleveland. I mean, he has no affiliation with the 76ers. He has no affiliation with the Warriors. The Miami thing I could deal with. I could deal with that, honestly, if he went back to Miami, but he has no affiliation to the Sixers or the Warriors. So I was just hoping I was really hoping he'd go back to this Cleveland.
Why do you believe he chose Philly, and what do you think about the decision for Philly to be his choice from a basketball standpoint?
Well, I think the kicker was Jaylen Brown. He wouldn't have came to Philly if they didn't get Jaylen Brown. I have no idea what the Celtics was thinking, trading a great player like Jaylen, somebody they got to play against 5 times a year, and they got to beat them in the playoffs also. But this move here makes the Sixers the team to beat in the East. It's been a crazy summer in the East. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with the Kawhi thing, but man, This definitely makes the Sixers the team to beat in the Eastern Conference.
Over my Knicks? Is that what you're saying? Over the New York Knicks?
Yeah, I think the Knicks, losing Mitchell Robinson is going to hurt them. And they've got to do something about their bench because their bench was really inconsistent in the playoffs. Because you can't expect Jaylen to play like he did, carry the team night in, night out in the playoffs like that. So I think the Knicks have backtracked just a little bit, but I do think the Sixers are the team to beat in the Eastern Conference right now.
Even if Joel Embiid ain't healthy for the playoffs, and it's LeBron with Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, and VJ Edgecombe?
He only has to be the 4th best player. Think about that. Joel Embiid, I said this a couple of years ago when the Celtics had Porzingis. I said, he's the 3rd best player in the world. And if you want to switch him and Drew Holiday, he's definitely the 4th best player in the world. All Joel Embiid, he's going to be the 4th best player in the world by far if he's healthy. I mean, you got Jaylen, you got LeBron, you got Maxey. Embiid, if he can stay healthy, he would be the 4th best player in the world by a long shot. If he gets back to an all-star level, if he gets to an MVP level, it's a wrap. But if he can get back to a solid 4th guy, the Sixers going to be tough to beat.
Talking to Charles Barkley right here with Stephen A. I got to ask you, when you think about, you said you were disappointed because LeBron, you thought he should go back home going to Cleveland. You would not have had a problem with Miami. Clearly, it seems that his vision is, number one, Philadelphia probably gives him a better chance to win a championship than Cleveland or Miami if he were on those teams. That would be my first question to you. Do you think being on Philly gives him a better chance at a championship than he would have had he joined Cleveland or had he joined Giannis and Bam Adebayo in Miami?
I think Cleveland, if he had went to Cleveland, they would have been my favorite in the East. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and I just think losing that game one, they never got over that. And if you put LeBron with them two big boys, Donovan, James, their bench is pretty solid. I thought Cleveland would have been the favorite in the East, in my opinion. Now, the Knicks are going to be right there, but if you add LeBron to that team, first of all, they wouldn't have blew that 25-point lead, 24-point lead with 5 minutes to go if LeBron had been there. But clearly, this makes the Sixers a team to beat in the Eastern Conference. And, man, you look like I say, listen, man, I don't know what's going to happen to Kawhi thing. Your Knicks are going to be good. The Atlanta Hawks have gotten better. I'm trying to think who else. The Wizards might be good. If they can get a healthy Anthony Davis, and they got AJ, they got Trey. So the Eastern Conference has got a lot better over the summer. So can LeBron stay healthy? Can Joel stay healthy? Those are serious questions to ask. But on paper, the Sixers are going to be the favorite.
LeBron James, if he were to win a championship in Philly, it would be his fourth different team he's won a title with. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going to have their opinions about that. What would Charles Barkley's opinion be that he's going to yet another team, a different team, a fourth team to win a championship? What would your thoughts be about that?
Well, I think, number one, it would be incredible. But the number one knock on LeBron for older guys like myself has always been, yo, man, you always stacking your team. He stacked it in Miami. He stacked it in Cleveland. He stacked it in L.A. Now he's stacking it in Philly. So that, to me, I'm going to still have the same criticism I've always had. He's always stacked his team. And people can say what they want to. I've always told people LeBron's the third best player I've ever seen behind Michael and Kobe. You know, when you're dealing with LeBron and the Stepford wives, if you don't say he's the greatest, you could put like blasphemy.
Yeah.
His crew,
I know.
They're like Stepford wives. You have to say he's the greatest. He can't be the second. He can't be the third. That's why I call them Stepford wives. Even the men are Stepford wives. So, listen, LeBron's great, but like I say, my criticism, like, yo, man, he always makes sure he has the best players. And one of the reasons I always give Michael the advantage is Michael got his head beat in by the Pistons and the Celtics before he finally like, no, I'm going to get bigger, stronger, faster. But it'll be a great accomplishment. But I will tell you this, he did put a bullseye on his back coming to the Sixers because now the Sixers have to win the championship. You can't give me... Yeah, yes.
Do they? I mean,
yes.
Listen, a healthy OKC, I don't think they'd be favorites against a healthy OKC. I think they got to come out of the East, but I don't think they'd be a favorite against a healthy OKC.
Oh, or Spurs. I didn't.
Okay.
I'm just saying, him coming to a stacked team like this, they have to at least get to the finals.
Right.
But they won't be favored against OKC or the Spurs. But they are definitely going to be favored to come out of the East.
Charles Barkley, in fairness, when people hear you say going to a team of stacked debt, I've never asked you this question, but I've heard other people get on you about this, so I'm going to ask you right for the audience. You did depart from Philadelphia. You end up in Phoenix. Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson were no scrubs. They were some big-time players now. You went to Houston ultimately, Olajuwon, Pippen, those guys like that. What do you say when people bring that up when they hear your criticism about LeBron James going to a stacked team, when they say you departed from Philly and you ended up on stacked teams?
Well, my team in Phoenix was not stacked. Let's get that out the way. We had a
Okay.
good, solid team, but we weren't stacked. And I got traded out of Phoenix. I
Yes.
didn't want to leave Phoenix. They traded me. And obviously I was past my prime, but I didn't
Right.
never want to leave Phoenix. They traded me
Right.
behind my back. What's really funny about that, I got a call from the Rockets asking
Mm.
me, was I going to hold out and ask for a new
Hey.
contract? I'm like,
Oh,
they're not
man.
going to trade me. I'm the only player we got.
Mm.
I was totally blindsided when I got traded from the Suns to the Rockets. I never
Mm.
wanted to leave Phoenix. And listen, when I got traded to the Rockets, I was already cooked. But
Mm.
yeah, no, I've never tried to stack my team. Even when I got traded out of Philly, I didn't hold anybody hostage. I said, just get me out of here and trade me
Mm.
anywhere. And don't say, listen, I did not say trade me to a powerhouse. The Suns were not a powerhouse when I got there, to be honest with you.
Mm. Charles Barkley, when we look at LeBron making this move, and we've already discussed how the 76ers need to be favorites. They need to come out of the East. We get that part. When you reflect on other superstars in the league, what do you think this kind of move will have an effect on them in terms of their potential movement? Steph Curry ain't never leaving Golden State. He ain't going
Yeah.
anywhere. But who knows what Kevin Durant will do when it comes to Houston? Who knows what Ant-Man will do if Minnesota don't get their act together? When you see a superstar of this caliber willing to move and willing to go to different teams, even though he was in LA for about 8 years, he was in Cleveland twice, he was in Miami for 4 years. Still in all, there are going to be others that say he's moved enough, and obviously he moved to stacked teams. What do you think that kind of effect is going to have on other superstars in this league moving forward?
Well, LeBron's the guy who started all of that. When guys start worrying about what the media say, that's when you get in trouble. You just go out there and you do your best, man, and you live with the repercussions. Like when guys start saying that you have to win, they act like it's really it makes me laugh when I watch all these people on television talking about, well, this guy should ask out. They're doing it with Anthony now. They started doing it with Giannis. They started doing it with Giannis, then they did it with Anthony. They're doing that now. I don't remember guys saying, man, Charles Barkley should ask out of Philly. Patrick Ewing should ask out of New York. Reggie Miller should ask out of Indiana. Be like, nah, man, you go out there, you compete, you do your best. This media thing started where they started holding championships against you is a new thing. It started with LeBron. Because LeBron shouldn't have never left Cleveland in the first place, but he gave in to peer pressure and went to Miami. But I'll never, like, yo, man, you go out there, you do your best, and you live with it. But they started doing that with Giannis in the last couple of years. The Milwaukee Bucks did everything in their power to make Giannis a contender. They went out and got Dame. They went out and got Miles Turner. Now I watch television. They're doing the same thing with Anthony Edwards. Like they've been making moves. Minnesota's been in the conference finals 2 times out of the last 3 years. It's not like they're not trying to win, but like sometimes teams are just better. I never complained when I was in Philadelphia. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and do my best. We made some trades, they didn't work. Some of them worked. We had a couple good years, but I ain't never felt like the game don't owe me no obligation to win the championship. You just do your best and you live with the repercussions.
But is that about the media, or is that about the culture of players that has changed compared to what it used to be like? I mean, when you
No,
talk about
Stephen
culpability,
A.,
who is it about?
It's 100% media, because
Okay.
guys started talking about guys didn't win championship. Yeah, I didn't win a championship. Neither Patrick Ewing, and
Mm-hmm.
there's some other guys out there, Reggie, who are great players. Um, Karl Malone, John Stockton. Some of the media guys are like, well, they didn't win a championship. I'm like, okay, well, we still were great players, had great careers. I'm good with that. First of all, I've always thought this about the championship. The only thing I feel bad about the championship, honestly, I didn't bring it to Phoenix. That's the only thing I feel bad about. Philadelphia had already won one, but the championship to me is really about the fans. That's the only regret I have in my career. I was not able to bring a championship to Phoenix. Like, for me, seeing those New Yorkers celebrate, because, Mr. Brunson's life is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Carl Anthony Towns' life is pretty good. I think it was pretty good before they won the championship. But I was so happy for the people of New York to see y'all joy,
Yeah.
to see, because games 3 and 4 is probably two of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life, to be honest with you, as sports. There was nothing like game 3 and game 4. I've been in NBA for 40 some years. I've never seen a fan base so excited, so happy than I was in games 3 and 4. And obviously 3 didn't work out, but game 4 didn't game 5. But
Yeah.
I was happy for the fans. But I'm pretty sure Patrick Ewing's had a great life. I'm pretty sure Larry Johnson and Allen Houston, I don't think those guys sit around and say, my life sucked because I didn't win the championship. Trust me, because that never crosses my mind. Hey, Stephen A. When I put a big W, I should get a W on my forehead. Because
Right.
in life, it's about W's and L's. And I'm pretty damn sure I'm winning.
There you go. No question.
Listen, hey, and let me tell you something. I'm pretty damn sure you're winning too.
I'm winning. Life is good. Life is good, Chuck. Life is good. No doubt about it. Let me ask you this. You talk about the New York fan base. What is the Philly fan base like? And what is it going to be like if LeBron is able to help bring a championship to the city for the first time in 43 years?
Oh, they're going to go crazy. But they're going to, it better work though. Philadelphia's a great place if you're going to win. It is not a great place when you lose. Now, the one thing about this, they put a bullseye on their back. Philadelphia, regardless of what happened in OKC, what happened in New York, what happened in San Antonio, the Sixers are going to be the team on every network all the time. I know that Adam Silver was sitting around waiting to, and let me tell you something.
Yep.
If Adam Silver, who I love,
yes,
this is before they got Joel Embiid. This is before, before they got LeBron. We're going to have 2 East Coast games on game night on the NBA. Game 1 got to be the Knicks because they the champ. They got to get their rings.
Game 2 got to be LeBron and Philly.
100%. If the Celtics against the Sixers ain't game 2, they don't know what the hell they're doing. They got to open up. Listen, this is before they got LeBron. Obviously, the champs, they gonna get their rings, but we gonna have to have 2 East Coast games to start the season because if the Sixers and the Celtics are not opening the NBA season, the NBA people don't know what they're doing. We can't wait for the second night. We can't have a bomb game 2. We're going to have to start game early and midway. We got to have the Sixers against the Celtics after the Knicks get their damn rings. That's going to be must see. It can't be the second night because nobody cares about the ring ceremony except people in New York. But the Sixers and the Celtics got to be to start the NBA season. That's got to be game 1, no matter game 2.
Chuck, let's dissect this for a second here. I don't know if anybody's thought about this. Tyrese Maxey was handed the ball as the number 1 option this past season. Jaylen Brown departs from Boston because we all know he wanted to be number 1. He didn't want to be number 2. We know LeBron James didn't like having to be number 3 and deferring to Luka and Austin Reeves. And obviously there's still a presence of Joel Embiid when he's on the court. I mean, my goodness, do you anticipate any kind of problem? I do with the Philadelphia 76ers in terms of, that's what I'm saying. It could be a mess, Charles. Could be a mess now.
That's why I told you the Sixers put a big bullseye on their back. It ain't gonna be that easy because none of the 3 can play without the ball. Now LeBron's probably got the best because he just went through it.
Yeah,
he just went through it. He got 2 guys who are better players than him at this stage of his career. The biggest adjustment going to be Joel Embiid. Like I say, he's the 4th option.
Yeah.
He like we don't even know who the fourth guy with the Rolling Stones is. I think his name is Ron Wood. I think his name is Ron Wood. Joel Embiid's gonna be like Ron Wood. So it's gonna be interesting, man, because it's gonna be. Pat Riley has a phrase called voluntary cooperation. It's gonna be a lot of voluntary cooperation. But what's going to be the kicker if they start losing? Now, if they're winning, everything's going to be fine. If the Sixers don't get off to a good start, it's going to be like, whoa, how are we going to fix this? So you are 100% correct. It's not, people think you just roll a ball out there and everything's going to work. It's not that simple because all three of those guys need to ball, plain and simple.
If LeBron James pulls this off and he wins a fifth championship to surpass Steph Curry, if he plays the final 2 years and plays 25 years, Chuck, and he captures back-to-back titles and captures a sixth ring, surpassing Kobe and Tim Duncan, and tying Michael Jordan, how should we view him then, Charles?
He would, if he wins back-to-back championships and walk away this thing at 44, 45, I'll say something I ain't never said before. This dude, I think I just saw the greatest basketball player ever.
Chuck.
I would
You'd
probably
get,
have
you,
to.
with what you said about Michael Jordan, you would give LeBron James, if the 76ers win back-to-back titles, you'd give LeBron James the title of GOAT?
I probably would. Dude, if he wins back-to-back at 44, 45 years old, you got, listen, and that's the thing about the Stephen wives LeBron's hang out with. Like, it ain't no shame saying he's the third best basketball player you ever seen. But if he can still play, if they can win two more now. I didn't say one more. You said two more.
I said two more.
If he wins two more, I think you have to be kind of crazy not to say he's the best to ever do it. Now, we're talking a long way, brother.
That's right.
Listen, at his age, he got to stay healthy. It's a long NBA season. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of questions on him and Joel Embiid. Can they stay healthy? Can they both? LeBron probably ain't played a full season in 5 years. We're not even talking about that.
But he doesn't have to. Can't Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, and VJ Edgecombe carry the load during some regular season nights? I think they can.
Well, they can. They can. But now, Embiid and LeBron going to have to play well. Stephen A., the East is turning into a beach right now. Like 3 years ago, it was the Little Sisters of the Poor. But now, LeBron and Joel got to carry their weight because with just Jalen and Max and Edgecombe, that's a pick 'em against the Knicks. The Knicks probably favored in a game.
Right.
The Celtics is probably a pick 'em. The Wizards are going to be a handful. Atlanta is a handful. Orlando is a handful. I haven't even mentioned Toronto because if they get Scottie Barnes and Kawhi together, they probably wait a minute.
You haven't mentioned Boston or Miami either.
That's my point. So LeBron, that's what I'm saying. He gonna have to carry his weight. He can't just float into the championship the next couple of years or this year. He gonna have to play quality minutes. Because they're not head and shoulders above anybody in the East. Now, are they favored on paper? 100%.